Sorry about that, guys. That was an interruption that I hope doesn't disrupt the video again, but we're going to get right back into it. The Nine of Wands. Let's see. I think what I was saying is, oh, that when you're in battle or you're in war or in some type of, fight or struggle, you undoubtedly come out with some type of evidence of that, whether it's fatigue, bruising, injury. There's some energy that's been exerted to stand your ground, more or less. So it's like it wouldn't be, it's no surprise that you may have, you may be a little bit tired, you may be a little bit worn and torn energetically, if nothing else, but the reward will definitely compensate for that. Let's see. Okay. Innocence. Yeah, innocence. I'm hearing like vindication. And that, and as I was shuffling, I was hearing, it's just really, if even if the reward itself is just being validated, being vindicated, being affirmed, confirmed, like, oh, okay, there was a purpose for this. I wasn't misguided. I wasn't misled. I didn't make the wrong move. I didn't follow the wrong path. Like, there's something that is being affirmed at this time that is irrefutable, that you won't be able to miss, that you were justified in the choices that you made. And it's going to be rejuvenating. That's what I'm getting with this innocence card. It's like where there may be fatigue and wear and tear from the journey. It like the scripture about how God will restore the years lost, or something along that effect. Everything that you felt like you lost will be restored. And for some, that could be time, that could be energy, that could even be that resonance of pure creativity that has been jaded over the years. You may have been able to maintain integrity to keep, a faith for more faith, but there's some part of your energy that may have taken a hit, that curiosity that is uninhibited, to just create without resistance, to imagine without doubt. That's being restored here because the evidence that is proving what you did in the dark aligns with the light is going to re-spark that sense of like childlike wonder, which is just premium force fuel for creativity and for manifestation. When you just can think a thing and believe for a thing without considering all the possible ways that it could go wrong, or that it's not possible at all, or that who could like it or not like it. It's just like you just playing in your world without fear of being punished for it. Like that frequency is returning. And it's beautiful because how it's returning in a way that's now coupled with the wisdom of your experiences. So therefore, it's like a beautiful balance. I've been saying that a lot lately, of like your inner child and your supreme self and your humanity co-creating and collectively to advance creation, and that be the advancement of creation as we know it, to again inspire one another to do the same. And then of course to birth creations, whether it be our own children or just, you know, material things and opportunities and expressions that hold that light, hold the space for that light to thrive. You know, that's how the world begins to be repopulated, like this field of sunflowers here, where everybody's shining in their own wild way without any apologies and without any infringements on their neighbor. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Queen of Pentacles, I know that's right. Let me keep going. Queen of Pentacles, yes, is rich right here. Oh my goodness, it's such a good message. Four of Cups, for the opportunities that you didn't take and for the ways that you held out, you know, or scrutinized those cups to be sure, like, that this is for me or this isn't. And perhaps for the opportunities, like I said, that feel missed. Here it is. Here's the reward and return. The things that you thought you missed out on, that you maybe because you're now past your prime, or the window, the conventional window to do certain things has kind of come and gone. Something's being renewed and restored here. Like, no, you didn't. You're right on time. You're right, because now you have all the wisdom, the security, the self-esteem, past experiences, knowledge, refined vision at this point, responsibility, discipline. You have all of that now. So what might have seemed like a rejection before was actually protection. You know, where you may have had felt like you had to retreat into yourself for fear of scrutiny before, was really moments of refinement, you know, where you got to do that sacredly or in private before you would need to manage the opinions, maybe even oppositions and even praises of others, because that can be jilting as well. You know, it's like everything is culminating at this divine time, and it's going to restore what you've lost or what you thought you lost, and set you up for future prosperity. Woo! What a way to end it. Thank you, Intuitive Kev, for this amazing creativity here, this creation of decks that he's gifted to the spiritual community. Well, I say gifted to creation, because the words that we all speak collectively, whether you have a lot of followers, views, subscribers, or no, it's changing the atmosphere. That's the thing. Like, I know it don't matter if I skyrocket in subscribers or not, or if I get a lot of views or not. I know that my words have power. I know that because I've experienced that, and I really refined that again through the practice of my written prayers. I already know. So I know that whatever I say in this space is going to have a resonance throughout reality in some way, shape, or form. And if that's the privilege that I've been gifted to hold that responsibility, I consider it an honor, and I wear it as such, and I devote to it as such, no matter what the response is. And I pray the same for whatever you find your niche in. You know, I hope that you are experiencing or are about to experience the season of reward, I guess, like almost divine compensation for your hard work, you know, and your dedication in a way that is most satisfying to you, for sure, so that you can keep going and keep doing it and keep being a blessing to others. Oh my gosh, the sun. Oh my goodness. That's so confirming. That's so confirming. It's a beautiful day today. And look where it matches your divine path. It's like either you're getting closer to it, to the sun, or it's coming closer to you. But one way or another, it's with the Page of Pentacles and match the Queen. Oh my God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am over the moon for this. And you know what, this is so significant about damn, I don't know if I'm gonna just cut these into 1 and 2. It's not going to be much of a part 2, because this is really such a pivotal point, and some people may not make it to the end. But the point of what I'm seeing here is, again, the emphasis on partnership in a really profound way, because we started with the High Priestess, then we got the Lovers, we had the Four of Wands, we got the Intuitive Kev over here, which could be in alignment with the High Priestess, and we got the Queen of Wands. Oh, I'm so sorry. Queen of Wands, I thought this said King of Pentacles. My bad. This is the Page of Pentacles. But what I will say is that this is still, especially at this time, it's an enriching offer, because what may appear to be small or insignificant in size or in value, powered by the sun, this is exactly that unassuming energy that I've been talking about, where just as you have been, kind of flying under the radar, people wondering what makes you so special even now to be where you are, or to have all you have, or to do what you do. Who you could be encountering, or what you could be encountering, could have that same appeal. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And also the Page of Pentacles flipped in and out, where I talked about, this being something that you devoted yourself to. You found value in committing yourself to gaining information, to learning, to growing, to investing in. And here is the divine coming in, like I said, closer now. Before, the sun was at a distance on the divine path. It's like now that it's right up in your face, right up in your auric field, to expand to expand what you have already started to manifest. And once that happens, it ain't no telling how massive it could grow, how quickly it could accelerate, how great of a reach, it could have, how many it could inspire, how many generations could be nourished and supported from it. It's I feel like the Page of Pentacles with the sun, because all this has been given us a strong resonance to, like, almost like a surprise or an unveiling of something fascinating to behold, in terms of what is in store for your hard work and dedication. You don't even have a point of reference to know, or conditioning to believe, that what is coming close into your reality, or is manifesting into your reality, could be so massive. You could still be holding it small as a page, not realizing that it's the whole sun. It's the whole sun, all up in your space. That says so much, so much. I feel like I could go deeper into that, but I'm not going to. I'll just let the sun resonate for you, and in the highest, what we know in the traditional tarot, it's the most positive card in the deck. And once upon a time, it was just a distant hope you know, a distant perspective. For some, really no perception of it whatsoever, but just faith for it. And now not only is it a distant uh, spectacle, it's like having the sun in your back pocket. Something that you thought you'd never come close to is now somehow a part of your existence. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Congratulations, Godspeed, happy all the things, literally, happy all the things. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be alive at such a time as this. And I'm thankful for anyone that resonates with this energy of choosing up, choosing you, for your contribution to the creative consciousness, because we help each other maintain. Where you were holding space and I was holding space in our own unique ways, we were supporting one another without even realizing it. Just buying time, you know, staying focused for this resonance of bliss to finally be made manifest. And it's here. It's here. I proclaim it and I decree and declare it that it is so, and so it is. All right, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, as always, I leave you with